Today we're going to draw the TITAN-2M in FreeCAD. Let's head over to the Titans of CNC website to download the prints. Here on the Titans of CNC website, we're going to scroll down to Learn CAD and click here. We're going to scroll down and we're going to click on the Fusion 360 tutorial, Design the TITAN-2M. And I might note, if you load more files, you can see the TITAN-1M, the TITAN-3M, and so on all the way up to the TITAN-10M. You can go ahead and download all of these files. And in addition to that, this is the building block series. In addition to that, you can also download the 10 files for the rocket. So let's go back up to the TITAN-2M right here and click on this. And now we're on the Fusion 360 tutorial Design the TITAN-2M page. Over here on the right, we're going to download the TITAN-2M PDF. So as you can see here, we have the 3 prints for this part. We start out with a simple rectangle, adding a few features. Next, we bring in some holes, adding a couple of features on the hole like a chamfer. And then finally, we put in the pockets. So let's go ahead and download the file, and we'll get started. Back in FreeCAD here, let's go to Part Design, create a new document, create a new body, a sketch, and select the X and Y plane, which is also the top plane. Let's make a rectangle for our part. And let's put the dimensions 1.95 and 5. Close the sketch. Extrude it. And in FreeCAD, it is called pad. Right here, the length is 0.75. Now we're going to put the 1/4 inch chamfers on the corners. So we select all of those edges and we'll come up here to the chamfer tool and we'll put in 0.25 right here in the size. Okay, now we're going to select these 8 edges. And now we're going to fillet those. The drawing calls for a radius of 0.125. So here in the radius field, 0.125. Okay, now we're going to move on to the next print, which is print number 2, and we're going to put the holes in. So the first thing that we need to do here is on the top, just turn that a little bit. We're going to create a datum plane. Now that datum plane is not selected on any surface yet. We're just going to select the top surface and click OK. Select that datum plane and create a new sketch. Let's go back over to the Model tab. So here's our sketch and here's our plane. Now we can just push the space bar and it'll just turn it off visually, but we're still on that datum plane. So let's go into our sketch here and let's draw out 6 circles. Okay, we're going to put a diameter of 0.2 on this. And I'm going to come over here and select that first circle and shift click the last one and then press the E key. Or you can come up here and select equals, and that constrains everything to 0.2 inches. Now what we're going to do, and this by the way is just to make all of these the same, because we're going to end up using I'll come out, close this for a moment. We're going to be using the hole tool, and the hole tool needs a circle to reference the location of where the hole is going to be. So now we'll just put the dimensions in. Let's put the vertical dimensions in first. So this is 0.35, 0.975, and 1.7. And now what we'll do is we will constrain all of these horizontally. Now we'll put the horizontal dimension in. And this is 2.125. This guy is 2. This guy here is 3. And this guy is 2.875. Okay, now we'll just take these bottom two and we're going to vertically constrain them. And that's it. The sketch is fully constrained, so we can close that out. Select the hole tool. Come over here to the diameter. We're going to put, for the drill bit, we're going to need a 0.2283. And we're going to put a depth of 0.58. And a countersink of 0.275. Now we're going to move on to the third and final print. And we're going to select the datum plane, create a new sketch. Okay, so now we're going to make a rectangle first. And then we're going to make a vertical line. And make sure the constraint is showing. You can see it disappear and come back. Now let's put the dimension on that center line of 2.5 inches in the middle of the part. And then we're going to put a dimension here of 0.5 inches. And this part is 1 inch here. Now we have to mirror this over because it's symmetrical on both sides. So let's select the first line and shift click to the fourth line and then control click on the last one. Then click on the mirror. It says the select elements from a single sketch. Okay, so let's just click off. We're going to do that again. And then we're going to click it. And it didn't seem to have any problem that time. Okay, so now we're going to delete that center line. Close this out. Pocket this. And we're going to pocket this right over here at a length of 0.4. So there we go. We have all of those components done. Now the next thing we're going to do is on these 8 edges on the inside of where we've just pocketed, we're going to give these all a fillet of 20 thou. So we have all 8 selected. Select the fillet tool, 0.02, and there we have it. 20 thou on all of them. The last thing that we need to do is put a 10 thou chamfer on all the remaining edges. So the first thing that I'm going to do is select here, and then you'll see there's a little line in here from where we did the fillet. And then what I'm going to do is select the chamfer tool, put in 0.01, and I'm going to press enter. And now we have this one chamfer, but we need to chamfer everything else. So we go back into chamfer, edit the chamfer, and now I'm going to click on the add tool. And the reason why I did this is because now I can just click on it and I don't have to hold down the control. And also if I miss something, I can easily remove it because automatically when you click, for example, on this, it adds the edge automatically. So I'm going to speed this up. Okay, that's the last line there. And now we're just going to click OK. And everything now is chamfered. So there we have the completed Titan 2M.